Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a week of Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Hope you had a great weekend. It's 60 degrees outside. It's fun. Hope you guys are going out there doing some fishing, golfing, taking a walk, doing whatever you're doing, man. And hope you had an incredible weekend. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show during your lunch hour or just watch the show in general. You're seeing us on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page. We're on the Mo Carraro Facebook page. We're on LinkedIn. We're on X, formerly Twitter. We're on YouTube. And we're also on the Ocean's Pit Facebook page. We got a great week of fun and excitement. And I'm just happy to be with you guys here on a Monday. And let's go right to our sponsors, folks. Let's not forget our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. They are the best. Norridge Displays, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. Now, folks, they got some great things going. Small engine repair for the month of November. They're waiving the $20 DNS6 fee, which covers the 180-point inspection. Be ready for winter and have your snowblower serviced or tune-up. Single-stage snowblower tune-up is just $105 plus parts. Check out their holiday display, lights, blow-ups, yard decor, and much more. Sign up for the ICE Rewards with our cashiers and receive a $5 gift card to use at your next store purchase at all the JRC hardware stores. And be on the lookout for Black Friday 50% off coupons. One regular price item is $30 or less, valid through November 24th. And 15% off the entire purchase for regular price merchandise November 25th and 27th. Can't beat that, folks. That's our good friends from Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local. Ace has been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. And today's a great day. We're going to introduce a brand new sponsor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman has been with us for a while working for us, but we're so proud to have a brand new sponsor of the show. And if you look at the bottom of the screen, that's right, our new sponsors, DeMayo Partners. That's right, experienced, creative, and smart. That's right, DeMayo Partners advertising agency, folks. Bernie DeMayo has been doing the best. Listen to this. Bill Gates once said, if it was down to my last marketing dollar, I'll spend it on public relations. That's sound advice from a guy worth more than $100 billion. I couldn't agree more with him about this public relations. And that's why I recommend my buddy Bernie DeMayo and DeMayo Partners. Bernie has been my publisher for several years, has got me my TV, radio appearances, magazine articles, newspapers, and stories and more. Bernie has worked with a wide variety of clients, including the Chicago Bulls, the Chicago White Sox, Tavern on the Point, Edison Park, the Phil Stefani Restaurant Group, Village of Niles, Popeye's Chickens, and so many, many more. Bernie has won many awards throughout the year for his agency, and he can do it for you. Advertising is what you need. Go to BernieDeMayo.com or call Bernie at 312-217-5658. That's BernieDeMayo.com. That's DIMEO at 312-217-5658. They will get the job done, folks. All you new companies out there, all you entertainers out there trying to get your stuff in papers, magazines, advertising, radio, TV, Bernie DeMayo is the guy. You got to love him, man. He's been in business a lot of years. That's Bernie DeMayo, 312-217-5658. Oh, you got to love it, folks. Let's also say hello to our good friends from Deutsch Power Center. That's right. Servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutsch Power Center. Sal knows how to do it. 224-276-6550. Tell them Tony O sent ya. And we'll get to the other sponsors as the hour goes by. Let's say hello who's watching this morning. Let's see who's there on the line. Richard Hamlin, great to see you, buddy, at the Chaz Palminteri concert this past Sunday at the Des Plaines Theater. Great seeing you. Kim Peterson, Patrick Egg, Felice, come stai? Tony Tono. Kathy Eppolito, Joanne, Ryan Lewis, my friend Nina, Carol, Robert, watching from the Chicago Mollies. Oh, there you go, Robert. Albert's in the house, Ron Onesti Organization. Pina, what's shaking? A lot of shaking going on with Ronnie B. Elvis watching, folks. Hey, guys, it's a great day. Jerry Jams in the house. Hello, Sparky Lunch at Molly's Bar in Chicago. Well, I hope you're having a great lunch there, folks. Anyway, this is great. Now, let me just tell you what a great weekend I had. Friday night, it was fantastic. Me and Jerry jammed at Chicago Prime Steakhouse, having a great time. And making an appearance is our friend Voza. I can always screw up her name here. Vonzel Solomon, an incredible woman singer, female singer, great voice. She was on season 4, semifinalist for American Idol. She came up and she sang Respect, and the whole place went ballistic. Then she sang Last Dance at the end, too, so it was great seeing her. Check her out, man. Vonzel Solomon, an incredible voice. Now, that was Friday. Saturday night, I took the night off, and I went to a great wedding, of course. Our good friends Teresa Hafer, her son James got married to his lovely new bride, Megan, and it was great hanging with my kids and our good friends. It was just great to have a set. I got to sing 2 songs. I got to sing Can't Take My Eyes Off of You and Beyond the Sea. And it was great spending time at the Chevy Chase Country Club in Wheeling. Very, very cool. You got to take some great little pictures. They got those photo booths. I love it when you all dress up crazy and do that stuff. So congratulations again to James and Megan Hafer. A great wedding. Great seeing Ron Melchiotti, too, Tony Melchiotti's brother. And his lovely wife. It was a lot of fun. And sometimes it's nice to take some personal days off on a Friday and Saturday because I usually can't because I'm always working. And then I had Sunday off, and my good friend Cousin Tommy said, listen, let's go see Chaz Parmentari, the one-man show at the Des Plaines Theater. So me and Cousin Tommy, Ralphie Russo, Lefty met Malarkey and his lovely lady Cheryl. It was great. 3rd row, right there. Got to meet Chaz. I'm going to be posting that picture later on today. And it was just a great event. You know what? This guy, Bronx Tale, if you haven't seen the movie, you need to get out from under the rock. It was a story that it's his personal story. He plays the mob guy, Sonny. Of course, he plays Cologio, the young kid, and there was his whole story with Robert De Niro. And he tried for years. It was a one-man show, a one-man play in New York for many years. And people, movie executives were trying to get him to sell the rights to the movie. He had movie offers like $250,000, $500,000. But he wanted to play Sonny. And they said he wasn't a popular enough actor. So he waited. And he took a shot until finally Robert De Niro was at one of his shows in New York, met him backstage, and said, hey, I want to direct this. You're going to play Sonny. I'm going to play the father. And it was a handshake. So we did a one-man play, 2 hours, no props, no nothing. It was just a chair and him. He had a couple sound effects, some music and some gunshots and stuff like that for parts. And all the great parts are in this one-man play. Put him in the bathroom, the Mario test with the girl. I mean, he did it all. And then the motorcycle guys, and now you can't leave. When he said that, man, the whole theater went up. But Ron Onesti knows how to do it and do it right. Chaz was a gentleman. Sandy Blue Eyes was there, too. He was part of his podcast. And it was just great. And it was great to have a Sunday off. So thank you, Cousin Tommy, for that. Thank you, Ron Onesti and everybody. It was great seeing so many. Mancow there, Vicky Onesti. It was great seeing some great friends. Sal and everybody was there. I want to thank for my new button now. I'm an official member of the National American Executives of Transportation. There you go. So thank you. Very nice. Add that to my button collection. But it's great bumping in. Forgot to congratulate yesterday on your award. Well, Jerry Maselli, great seeing you. Jerry, let's get you as my co-host next Tuesday. Now, this Tuesday, we got my good friend Carol going to be on from Carol Brendolino from Brendolino Music. in Shorewood. She's going to be my guest for the whole hour. I'm thinking I'm going to start have guests as co-hosts and get their input on different topics and just have a good time. So Carol's going to be with me tomorrow. But let's see if we can get Jerry on, because Jerry's got some great stories. So it was great seeing Jerry too, and seeing everybody else that showed up. Buddy, how you doing, pal? Peter Prado is in the house. Kathy Cutoff, how you doing, honey? I hope you guys are doing well. Now, we got a busy week this week, folks. Busy week. Wednesday, we'll be at Capri, Osteria Capri, in Downers Grove at the Doubletree Hotel with Jerry Jams. That's a 7 o'clock. Thursday, November 9th, we're making our debut at a brand new place called Eddie Merlot's in Warrenville, the Warrenville, Naperville area with Jerry Jams. It's a great steakhouse and special guest Louis Pipes. It's going to be a lot of fun. First time we're there. We'll see if we can get some more dates there, because up in that Warrenville, Naperville area, I've not been there since the Jillies days when they had one in Naperville years ago. So that's going to be the show on Thursday. Friday, returning to Chicago Pride with Professor Daryl Armenstad. And Saturday, we got a wedding. It's not a regular wedding. Our good friend Ronaldo is getting married, him and his lovely wife, and they're having it at the brand new main ballroom at the Rivers Casino. We'll be the very first acts to play this room with the main event band. That's Tony Toto. It's just going to be Tony Toto and Jerry Jams and yours truly this Saturday. So that's going to be very, very cool. Honored to do that. Lori, how are you doing, honey? I hope you're doing well. And it's great. It's just a lot of fun, though. And seeing Chaz, one of my favorite Italian-American actors. He did some great movies. You might remember he was in Analyze This, 1 and 2 with Robert De Niro and Billy Crystal. So he's done a lot of great movies. Check out all the movies that Chaz did. He's just one great actor. Fine looking. I mean, he just class when you see this guy. Just class. That's right. The Rivers Casino new concert venue. That's where me and Jerry Jams and Toto will be there this Saturday. So I'm excited about that. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. It's time for some more sponsors. Yeah, you got to love our sponsors. So let's get right to Roy McCampbell, attorney at law. If you're looking for a lawyer, Roy McCampbell is the guy. Statewide law practice that's client-focused and results-driven. 708-275-4264. Let's now forget our good friends from Don Esteban Cigars, Tarpon Springs, Florida, hand-rolled, delivered right to your home. Call Javier at 727-366-7536. And Trico Hair Experts, recreating great hair days in Rosemont, Illinois, 773-999-7888. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Award-winning Ocean's Pit. All right, guys. What a great day. It's beautiful out. It's probably not going to stay that way. It's going to probably get colder as the week goes on, but it is just beautiful out here. You gotta love it, man. Absolutely. All right, let's get Chicago Music Cruise 2024. Almost less than 50 days away, if I'm correct. 50 days away till you're on the Chicago Music Cruise. Billy, Lefty Malarkey, thank you for coming, brother. I'm glad you had a great time, and it was very good. Now, guys, Chicago Music Land Cruise, January 7th to January 14th, 2024. 7-night Eastern Caribbean cruise, Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Sea. Biggest ship on the water, 4 football fields long. It's going to be great. Orlando, Florida, Coco Key, Bahamas, St. Martin, and St. Juan, Puerto Rico. Tony Ocean, the main event band, Mojo's Jukebox, and the ringleaders themselves, the Masters, Richie and Seventh Heaven. It's going to be great. Go to MarionNTDVacations.com for any questions with shuttles, hotels, passports, whatever it is. Call Mary or go to Mary at MarionTDVacations.com, and she will answer all your questions. All right, so woo, boy. November 3rd, 1956. The Wizard of Oz debuted on television. Great movie. Pretty colorful. I mean, in the middle of the movie turns color. You know, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, the Cowardly Lion, Dorothy, the Slippers, the Wizard. If I only had a brain so I could tell you why. And the Wicked Witch. It was just great. Great, great stuff. They don't make stuff like that anymore. Matthew Perry, formerly of the TV show Friends. I didn't realize this, but there's a lot. I know there's money in residuals when you get certain seasons after a certain season, you can make money whether the show is not on the air anymore. Do you know that Matthew Perry got $20 million a year just on residuals from the TV show Friends? So even though you didn't see him a lot in movies or TV or whatever, he's still making was making $20 million a year. And if you invest that wisely, you can be set for life. Absolutely. $20 million a year. So I could just imagine the other actors that had a big TV show like that. Great on River Casino. 61 days. Oh, Jesus. Last time my post was 66. Last time I posted it. Oh, yeah. Don't forget the beverage packages if you haven't booked them yet. Get them now, or you can wait till Black Wednesday, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, or Black Friday, I think. Oh, Black Friday is where you can get some special deals on the beverage packages. That's one of the high paid series of all time. There you go, Albert. Thank you for that. I'm sure Sopranos making a lot of money. A lot of those Seinfeld, I'm sure those guys are all making great money. But Friends, even though I can say I never watched a full episode of Friends in my life. I've seen clips here and there. I just didn't get it. But if I had a favorite on that show, it had to be Joey. I thought Joey was good. You know, I like his character. I thought it was good. Very, very good. Bruno Mars. I just found out Bruno Mars' real name is Peter Hernandez. Do you know he was an Elvis impersonator when he first started? Who knew? Who knew? Ryan, we'll see you on the cruise. Tony, I happen to know the residuals you make off this show. Oh, well, thank you so much, my good friend, Danny Mazzi. Speaking of good friends and sponsors, let's not forget Armando's Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. And don't forget Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair for all your collision and auto repair needs. That's crashchampions.com. And I want to congratulate Michael and Gigi, Michael and Michelle. Of course, Michael, his son, got married. She's got a daughter. So congratulations to Gigi and Michael, Crash Champions. Congratulations on your son getting married. How cool is that? You got to love it. You got to love it. Absolutely. All right. Curb Your Enthusiasm. My favorite show on television. It's going to brand new 12th season coming February 2024. Larry David, my idol. Love Larry, the man that tells it like it is. Very unpolitically correct, but all in fun. And if you can't laugh at any jokes anymore, what's the point? You know, Larry David knows how to do it, man. And I love him. It's just, I can't wait to see it. It's going to be good. All right. Before we work on our artificial intelligence, why don't we start doing something about the natural of stupidity in this crazy world? I just know that our artificial, that stuff, that intelligent stuff, it's happening all over. I mean, wow. The Jetsons are going to be, I don't know, maybe another 20 years from now. You know, it's going to be like the Jetsons all over. They were talking about the Uber driver coming with no drivers, or the Uber Eats now come to your house, pizza with no drivers. I mean, it's going to be crazy. I don't know. A little scary too, but if it's going to be interesting. All right, here's a great question I'm going to ask, and I'm probably going to get the right answer, I'm thinking. But in your next life, if you believe in the afterlife, in your next life, would you like your dad to be your dad again? I loved my dad. We were never close. He was always trying to do the best for me, always trying to point me in the right direction. Of course, growing up as a kid, I was a rebel. Working 9 to 5 was not my best spots, if you can say. Was never on my mind. My mind was, I want to be an entertainer. I wanted to be the Beatles. I wanted to be Mick Jagger. I was the one with the brush singing in front of the mirror all the time as a kid. You know, and I went to work for my dad. I had many jobs, horrible at them. My best job I was at, I think, was a leg tech in Willowbrook before I became Tony Ocean full time. That was fun doing that job, but I sucked at everything else. And when I quit the bakery, you know the whole story. But uh, yes, to answer your question, I would have my dad. Uh, and everybody, Richard says yes. Julie, Jewel, how you doing, honey? She says yes. Buddy says yes. Kathy says yes. Dennis, Lake Geneva, how you doing, buddy? He taught me respect. My dad brought me up with some old school rules. He didn't say too much, my dad. My dad worked nights all the time. So he wasn't home too often. But I wouldn't want another dad, you know. But then you hear the tragic stories about certain dads and families. It just doesn't work out. Some men are not meant to be fathers. You can have the baby, you can have the kids, but it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make you a good dad. I don't know if I'm a good stepdad. I try. I try the best I can. Um, my heart's in the right spot, but it's not an easy job especially being a mom. Mom's got to be very hard these days, and dads as well, especially the way the kids are these days. Toto says yes, of course. Tony Bisek, how you doing, buddy? Laurie, I miss my dad too. He'd be very proud of me now. Definitely proud of me because before he died, I was doing Tony Ocean full time. So he'd be very happy with my success. He'd be very happy with my new family, meaning Laura and the kids, and Natalie and everybody, and my family. They'd be very happy. So a question I got to throw out there because sometimes you never know. You know what I mean? But yeah, I miss my dad too. He'd be very, very, very proud. No one loves a warrior until the enemy is at the gate. And I love that quote. Nobody cares for the warrior. Nobody cares for the cops until someone breaks into your house. Back to blue. First responders, the warrior, firemen, teachers, doctors, dentists, psychiatrists, whatever they are, heart surgeons. Nobody respects them until you need them. Helen Tenuta, great seeing you, my friend. Helen's going to work on getting Uncle Louie. We need Uncle Louie and the guys on this show, so Helen's going to make a call for me. I would. We weren't close, but I knowing all I do now, we did what he could, and he always appreciated. I miss him. Christina, yeah, there you go. See? Some people weren't close to their fathers. Christina, I hope you're doing well, hon. And yeah, so it's look, it's like this next quote. Making everybody happy is impossible. Pissing them off is a piece of cake. I like cake. But what I'm trying to say is, right, you're never going to make everybody happy. And, they say the first impression thing. I know it's important, but you can't judge the first impression sometimes. The first impression, maybe one time a guy or girl's not having a good day, something happened bad in their life. Remember, everybody you see smiling doesn't mean that they're always happy. Nobody knows what they're feeling inside. Kathy, your dad was your best friend, which was great. Herbie Gaines, what's up, buddy? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to Ocean's Pit. So that was the question. On your next life, would you want your dad to be your dad again? And I think it's very important. He knew when I was a kid that I had no hope for college. I had no hope for any business sense. He knew that. So when my sister Tanya was born, he narrowed on her. He taught her how to save money. He taught her how to go to school. She had great grades. She graduated college. She got an incredible job. She knew my sister was the right route. I was just, I was a rebel, man. I lost my virginity when I was like 14. I was like, well, when you don't have a dad at night to never at home, it's just your mom. And my mom, incredible lady, love her to death. She'll be celebrating her 84th birthday next Monday. We're taking her out. Happy early birthday, Mama C. And but she's an Italian lady. Didn't understand all the American ways. I got away with murder with my mom. But when my dad found out came the belt. I think I told you the story. Remember when you were in grade school, at least my grade school, You had a report card. And I mentioned this before, but some of you people might have not heard the story. You had a report card, and it was A, B, C, D, and F. F was bad, D, C, A was good. When it moved to high school, I think I might have told you the story. The report card was 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 was good, 1 was bad. But my mom, thinking that number 1, numero uno, is good, when I would come home with the report card, straight ones, my mother would go, "Oh, Mauricio, I'm so proud." I go, "Ma, can you sign this?" Because the parent has to sign the report card. "Oh, my son is numero uno." Woo. It took it took senior year, 4 years later, for my dad to discover that ones were bad and fours were good. And of course, I got a lot of whopping when that happened. Yes, my dad was a great father, loved music. He's hearing and seeing my brother, Tony, keeping up the music tradition. Peanut, very cool. It was right. It's a great. My dad taught you. My mom. Ooh, number uno, number ones. Ones are bad in high school. Fours are good. James Place in the house. Jimmy is the man. Jimmy's working on a brand new, bringing back Priscilla Presley back to Chicago. Teddy Kohlhoff's is going to be great. And hopefully Teddy's trying to get Priscilla on the show, which would be a bucket list for me. And for you people, I know how much you love Elvis Presley. But Jimmy Place, when he does something, it's 100%. It's all class. All class with Jimmy Place. You can't go wrong with that. He is the best. So that was it, and that was the story growing up. Numero uno, my son. Oh, Dad. It's 4. Yeah, so crazy stuff with my mom, and she's still the best. Hey, I was asking something. Whatever happened in the Museum of Broadcast of Communications? I never been there. It's one of the museums I have not been to. I haven't been to the Art Institute either in Chicago, but the Museum of Broadcasting Communication, they have the old TV shows. I heard they had the set of Bozo, Family Classics. They used to have the whole set there. I guess they're shut down for a while. I guess some private company bought them out, and they're going to reopen in 2025. So we're still another 2 years away. But no thanks, Jimmy. There's Jimmy got me Michael Manson, one of the best actors ever on this show. And I'm only telling the truth, Jimmy. When you do something, it's always gold, brother. Always gold. That's what it's about. I'm on the 22nd of December. I'll be seeing, she is coming back. That's right, Priscilla. So very cool. And, with the new movie coming out, I think we mentioned that in one of our shows, and we'll talk a little bit about that later in the hour. But, yeah, very, very cool, folks. Entertainment Weekly. Are you a Drew Barrymore fan? I like Drew Barrymore. I always liked her. I don't watch the show that much, but if I do watch it. But I guess they had a guest on this last week or some Pauly Shore, comic. I guess his mother owned a comedy store in one of the biggest comedy clubs in L.A. But I guess he proposed to her live on national television. I don't know what she said or not, but I know it made the headline. Johnny G is in the house. What's up, buddy? Ronnie, we love Priscilla, and it was such a pleasure to meet her. Deborah, I saw the movie Priscilla and loved it. Okay. Well, since we're on that topic, the Priscilla Presley, Elisa Marie begged Sofia Coppola not to make her father look bad. And in the Priscilla movie, the new one, there was no Elvis music, was not allowed in the filming of the movie. But Lisa Marie begged Sofia Coppola, Francis Coppola's daughter, very well director, producer herself in her own right, not making Elvis look like he was a womanizer or made him look bad. But, folks, Elvis married, how old was Priscilla at that time? Come on. You got to make a movie. If you make a movie about an artist and there's nothing bad about him, who wants to watch the movie? Who wants to watch a movie about an actor or an actress? I'm going to tell you a perfect example. I believe that's why there's no Dean Martin movies made. Dean Martin never really had any bad drama in his life until at the end, if his son died, then his life turned to hell. But there's not. People want to hear they want to hear the bad stuff when you make a documentary. If it's all good stuff, who wants to watch it? Joanne 1521. So I'm sure he had his affairs. It's Elvis Presley, mind you. If it's all good stuff, I don't want to see the movie. I want to see a biography, a real movie about the ups and downs of an actor or a musician. I mean, if you took the Beatles and everything they went through in life, when they first found drugs, the Maharaji, John saying they were more popular than Christ, the breakup, who would want to watch a Beatle documentary? Or the Stones, all the shit they went through, all the drug busts and everything like that. So I think Dean wasn't even a partier. He wouldn't. Yeah, he'd be asleep, right? He didn't. Right, exactly, Albert. You know the story. I think I told you guys. Sinatra threw him a 50th birthday party at Dean's house. True story. It's in a gated community. I think around 9 o'clock, the police came to the door, and Frank answers the door. And police officer, what's the problem? Well, we had some complaints. And Frank goes, what complaints? Everybody in the gated community is here at the party. Who could have called? Dean called. He was upstairs. He goes, oh, I fed you. You got your drinks and everybody out of my house. Dean called on his own house, his own party. So that's a class move. But that's why. So Lisa Marie doesn't want his dad or her dad's name. Come on, man. It's reality. It's Elvis Presley. Hallmark movie. There you go. So I wonder can anybody, Jerry Jams, you're watching. I know you're watching there, buddy. What did Drew Barrymore say when Pauly Shore asked her to marry him on live television? It'd be interesting. New York Post, passenger's backpack catches on fire right before takeoff at JFK Airport. What's in that backpack? Catches fire? Everything's happening on planes lately. You notice that? Jesus Christ. And I love this quote this is a great quote. And I love when you guys send me stories and birthdays. Richard, thank you, Hamlin, for what you do. And send me Anthony Melchiotti, who played Joe Mantegna in the movie about Dean. He started it. That's right. Joe Mantegna played Dean Martin. That's right. With Ray Liotta played Frank Sinatra. Here's a great quote. You cannot trust people. You cannot treat people like garbage and still worship God at the same time. The holy rollers out there. Ooh. You know, I'm spiritual. You guys know I believe in God. He gave me everything I have. I know all that. But you can't treat people like shit and pretend that you worship God. Can't. You watch Ocean's Pit, let us know about big things. It's birthday time, folks. Carmela Ramondi, our good friend Carmela, celebrating a birthday. Willie McGee of the St. Louis Cardinals, formerly of the St. Louis Cardinals, turned 65 years old. Adam Ant, Goody Two Shoes, celebrating a birthday. Barry Gibb, one of my favorites, the Bee Gees, only one still alive. Barry, 77 years old today. Ken Berry, better known as Bayberry RFD, and also in the F Troop. Ken Berry celebrating a birthday. Former boxing champ Larry Holmes celebrating a birthday today. Shadow Stevens, remember he was like a radio voice and a DJ back in the 60s and the 70s. Shadow Stevens. Lulu celebrating a birthday. Not Lulu Sylvester here in Chicago, but Lulu, the To Serve with Love Lulu, 75 years old. And Ralph Norton, come on down. Art Carney celebrating a birthday. What an actor, Art Carney. Ralph Macchio, Karate Kid, celebrating a birthday. Matthew McConaughey, love him, great actor. Texas boy, 54 years old. Former Chicago Bear Devin Hester celebrates a birthday today. Loretta Swift, better known as Hot Lips Houlihan on MASH, celebrating a birthday. Louis Pipes, you're going to see me and Louis this Thursday at Eddie Merlot's in Naperville, Warrenville. Me and Louis Pipes. Happy birthday, Louis Pipes. And one of my favorites from the British invasion, Peter Noon from Hermits, celebrating a birthday today on Ocean's Pit. A lot of stuff coming up. November 18th, Saturday, we'll be at Bellagio with Danny Raimondi and Tony Toto in Roselle. That's the 18th of November. December 9th, Ocean's Rat Pack will be at the Lyric Theater in Blue Island. December 15th will be at Carriage Greens in Downers Grove, Ocean's Rat Pack. You got to love it. Black Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, me, Jerry Jams, and Lisa P. will be at Positano's in Oak Brook. Nobody works the next day. It's Thanksgiving. Black Wednesday, you got to come out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And for New Year's Eve, Ocean's Rat Pack will be at the Performing Arts Center in Munster, Indiana, 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Ocean's Rat Pack, $50 gets you in for the show. I'm excited about that. Playing somewhere else on New Year's Eve, something different. And with Ocean's Rat Pack, going to be a lot of fun. I Dream of Jeannie's birthday. Oh, Barbara Eden. I did not know that. Well, thank you, Dennis. Barbara Eden celebrating a birthday. Today is National Candy Day. A couple days late, but anyway, National Candy Day. National Red Hair Day. Red hair. For all you people with red hair, it's your day today. Also, happy birthday to Deborah. Of course, Ronnie B. Elvis, Deborah's father, would be 86 years old today. So, Deborah, happy birthday to your father. And I hope you guys turn back the clock on Saturday. Turn back the clock on Saturday. And your Chicago Bears lose again. Oh, my God. 5 turnovers, folks. 5 turnovers. 24-17, they lose to the New Orleans Saints. They're a joke. They're a laughing stock. But here's one thing you got to look forward to. Because Justin Fields has got to be on the way out. Because here's what's going to happen. Their record is going to be so bad that they're either going to get the first and second round draft pick. It's going to be a choice. Do you pick that first or second round pick, or do you stay with Justin Fields? Even this new guy's good. I don't know. It's a joke. If it's Red Hair Day, does the carpet have to match the drapes? Oh, Johnny G. Always coming up with some good stuff. Johnny, go see my buddy Johnny Garini, man. He's got some great entertainment. Make sure you check him out. He was on Hollywood Squares. That's right. Love it. Chicago Bears. I don't know. I know you Bears fans out there. You got to be like shaking your head going, what the hell is going on? Time for headlines, folks. I hope you love headlines. Good stuff here. Headlines. Both the Empire State Building and the Golden State Gate Bridge were built during the Great Depression. Great things can be built during the Great Adversity. Start building today. I did not know that they were built during the Great Depression. We could be not too far from that. All right. Mancow Mueller. Great seeing Mancow Sunday at the Chaz Palminteri show. He sent this. 8-year-old Israeli poster child for COVID vaccinations died of a sudden cardiac arrest. 8-year-old Yohanan Moshe Ehrlichman, who was featured in the 2020 Israeli commercial promoting COVID-19 vaccination for children, died last month of a sudden cardiac arrest. Israel, a lab for Pfizer, showed a significance, after the shots, after the people were getting shots. This, you can't make this up, folks. He was the poster child. It's like the cigarette guy dying of cancer. The Marlboro man dying of cancer. I think he did. 8-year-old. Bears been rebuilding since 86. McCaskies have to go. You know that, folks. Absolutely. All right, here you go. CVS cold medicine investigation. I think we mentioned this before, so it's an old story. Old story. We'll skip right through that. All right. Felons, ex-cons, anybody who's did time in jail or prison. We, United States of America, and we as people, most of us, give everybody a second chance. I believe in a second chance. I think all of us in life has got a second chance in life. I got a second chance in life. For a while back in my career, I was, my mouth and everything I was going through at the time, chemicals, drinking, all that crap. My mouth was brutal back in the day. I even had to put out a CD saying, "Pardon my past." And I went back to everybody that I pissed off at one time and I apologized. Second chances are important. But some people are not too happy with second chances. Companies that hire felons. Okay. KFC, Pizza Hut, Steak and Shake, Sam's Club, Sprint, Verizon, Walmart, Menards, Lowe's, Kmart, Huddy House, Denny's, Dollar Tree, Domino's, Blue Cross Blue Shield, General Mills, Golden Corral, Goodyear Tires, Papa John's, Pepsi, PetSmart, Pilot Flying, Red Lobster, Goodwill, Subway, Walgreens, Wendy's, Macy's, Wings, Buffalo Wild Wings, IHOP, Dairy Queen, Ashley Furniture, Great Clips, Greyhound, Home Depot, Chili's, Chick-fil-A, Caterpillar, Family Dollar, Kohl's, Best Western, and AT&T. If that's every place that we shop at. Oh, I'm sorry, Ronnie. Father-in-law. That was Deborah's father-in-law. Okay, hon. Biggest scam in America, COVID. It was tragic, but it was also a political game. Yes, it was. And if you work cheap, you're hired. So who cares if they're felons, man? They're trying to make a second chance in life. You got to give them a second chance. They're trying very hard. It's very, very important. Second chances are important. It really is. So remember that. Thank you, Lillian. Everyone deserves a second chance. So Mark Wahlberg, great American actor. Love his work. Sometimes God shows you down. Sometimes God slows you down so that your evil ahead of you will pass before you to get there. Your delay could mean your protection. I always said, I think God only gives you what you can handle. I believe at the time, Jillies and all that stuff, when I was I had a high point in my career. Who knows of what happened? I might have just disintegrated. I might have ended up like everybody, some stories you hear. So I think God only gives you what you can handle. I truly believe in that. Watch out for people who are always bragging about who they are. A lion will never have to tell you it's a lion. Love that. Danny Nozak. He comes up with some good posts, Danny. CBS, Dwayne Keith Davis, charged with the murder of Tupac Shakur back in 1996 death, pleads not guilty in Las Vegas. For a while, they didn't know who killed Tupac. Well, here he is, and he pleads not guilty. So that should be an interesting story. No, Deborah's father-in-law. Oh, okay. Well, happy birthday to Deborah's father-in-law, 86 years old. Thank you, Ronnie B. Here it was on Variety of Lisa Marie Presley, Slam Sophia script as vengeful and deception about the way he died. Who knows the way he died? The truth, Elvis, folks. All right. Dave Antonelli, I love this. We drink Jack Daniels and ran from the law. This new generation drinks White Claw and calls the law. We aren't the same. Yeah, absolutely. Salvatore, what's up, my brother? I hope you're doing well, pal. Welcome to Ocean's Pit. How do you know a vampire is sick? He can't stop coughing. Oh, my God, you guys with your jokes. Please. Okay. This is sent in by Stone Cold Fox on X, formerly Twitter. Due to the increase in gas prices, a man hanging from the passenger side of his best friend's ride is no longer a scrub. He's a man making a smart financial decision. I'm intrigued. Oh, you got to love that one. Hey, guys, looking for work? Look at this. Are you interested in getting paid to drive different cars? There are many local companies looking for responsible drivers. Distance, long and short, full time, part time, driver's license required, no shit. All experience levels are welcome. Drivers need to transport cars. You get up to $40 an hour, part time or full time, long or local distance, benefits up to 40, 401k and insurance may be available. So there you go, folks. Check it out. A trade is the way to go. Absolutely. You got to love it. All right. We're going to skip that one. National Archives finds 82,000 pages of potential records tied to President Joe Biden's alleged fake names, court filing says. A lot of shit is going to start to hit the fan, folks. No shit, right? Need a driver's license. Going back to your ex is like reheating McDonald's fries in the microwave. Just don't. I don't know, folks. I don't know if that's completely true. If you break up with somebody, ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever, is it a second chance? Is the second chance thing fit there too? Everybody deserves a second chance. I don't know. How many people, do you guys know people who actually broke up and got back together and they were more stronger than ever? I know a bunch of couples that have done that. Some didn't, some did. But I believe if there's respect there and there's love there and there's consideration and passion and everything there and you can understand, I think it's a good thing. Sal from New York City in the house. What's up, my brother Sal? Thank you, my pal. Hope you're doing well. Biden, yuck, worst president American ever. There you go, Dennis. So, yeah, going back with an ex, probably not a bad idea. I think it's a good idea. I've seen it work with a lot of people. I've seen it not work with a lot of people. It all depends. If you got a chance to get back with somebody, I think it's a good thing. Barbara Caputo sent this in. You can only keep 3 out of this list, guys and gals. You can only keep 3, all right? Autumn, cats, coffee, wine, cheese, Christmas, Halloween, dogs, books, Netflix, tacos, or makeup. And I can only keep 3. All right? Simple. Books, dogs, and Christmas. Everything else I can get rid of. Books, dogs, and Christmas. Everything else I don't need. That's just me. If I can only keep 3 out of those. Books, Christmas, yeah. Well, the Cubs are in trouble again. Cody Bellinger rejects mutual option with Cubs, officially heading to free agency. He's the best player on the Cubs, and he might not be there next year. For all you Cub fans out there, according to Sports Illustrated. Yeah, there's Lisa Marie again, going off on Sofia Coppola. Dead people receive more flowers than living ones because regret is stronger than gratitude. Wow. Does that hit home? That is a great one. Christmas dogs and tacos, Johnny says. Ryan says books, dogs, and Christmas. Me too, Ryan. Cubs are hiring Craig Cosell. I was always away from my love for 9 months, and then we got back together and we're happily married. See, Emo? I seen it work for people. They break up and they get back together. Nothing wrong with to go back with an ex. If it's right. Kathy Lazaro, welcome to Ocean Spit. Hi, honey. How you doing? So, yeah, I mean, that's a question that can be talked about for hours. Hey, you want to hear some good news? Right here. Hillary Clinton. Students walked out during Clinton's Columbia lecture. Students walked out of Hillary. Approximately 40 to 50 students at Columbia University walked out of a lecture led by former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton on Wednesday. 30 to 50 people got up while she talked and walked out. Oh, that's got to be a beautiful day. Absolutely. Hey, have you heard this stuff about, right now when we go into airplanes, and sometimes those seats, sometimes if you get first class, fine, but some of these regular seats, you're smashed together unless you sit in the emergency aisle. And remember, then you have to take responsibility if, God forbid, something happens on that plane. But in general, you're sitting at these seats. You get, not very comfortable. You get someone next to you who might be a little heavier or, a little older or whatever, a kid screaming and yelling or whatever it is, or somebody snoring real loud. But right now they're having problems when you're on airplanes. But now what's going on, according to the New York Post, sardine can, a can of sardines right now, seating on planes will soon be the norm, according to American Airlines. And they're looking, if you see the pictures here, folks, you think the seats are close now? It's going to be like straight seats against the wall. You know what I mean? It's going to be interesting. They walked out because they support Israel too much, they said, and that isn't good reason to me. And that isn't a good reason to me, sir. There you go, Herbie. I agree with you. Good point. But imagine that with the sardines being caught like that. I don't know if it can fly on planes like that. I think it would be. I like to fly because usually when I lay down, when I get there on the plane, I fall asleep. I'm out like 2 minutes after I'm on the plane. And the only problem with my legs, if I get them spread like I'm falling asleep, and the booze cart, the liquor cart, he always hits my knee all the time. I woke up, Absolutely. Note to all I love this. Note to all the premature Christmas decorators out there, calm down. Mary hasn't even told Joseph she's pregnant yet. Oh, they got them all over. The stores got Christmas stuff all over the place. I seen two guys on our block that's got Christmas decorations up already. Trains, way to go, Dennis. I love that one. Okay. Success requires replacement. And I love this. Alcohol with water. I don't know about that one, but failing with learning. That's a good one. Overthinking with action. I love that one. Blame with responsibility. Very good. Toxic friends with mentors. Very, very cool. Complaining with gratitude. Netflix marathons with sleep. Sleep is important. Even though I don't get enough, I need sleep. Fake influencers with inquiring creators. I think that's a good one. I can't. I can. Let's get through Thanksgiving yet. Right. Let's get through it. I agree with you there. People Magazine. Here's another crazy lady giving more bad reputations to teachers. Teachers are very, very important. Teaching the future of kids right now. Listen, when I grew up, I hated school. And I hated some of my teachers, but some of my teachers were really cool and really helped me. My history teacher, my music teacher, even my principal was cool. Even though I went to the principal all the time, he was actually a pretty cool principal. But, it's got to be hard. There's a couple of jobs these days that's got to be very hard to have. A police officer has got to be very, very difficult to be these days. And teachers. Some teachers come up with their own agenda and teach kids the way they think and maybe not the way they should, the way the world should be. I don't know what's right or wrong. I don't know. But when you see these crazy stories, you can't blame all teachers, right? But you get these stories all the time. I don't know what happened I was listening to you. I pressed a button and then the ocean pit for 30 days. I got back to your website, Facebook. That's suspicious, Emil. Yeah. Good afternoon, Tony. We're doing well, Marion. I hope you guys, how's you and the coach doing? I hope you guys are doing well. My sister wrote for People. Did the Rock Hudson story. Ooh, now, Dennis, let's get your sister on the show. That would be cool. That would be cool. All right. People Magazine, this is a teacher in Wisconsin, a 75-year-old teacher, gets 10 years for repeatedly sexually assaulting a 14-year-old boy in the school basement. What's going on with this world? Guys, what's going on with this world? I don't know, man. I keep mentioning this before. Remember when everybody says the olden days were better? But were they really? We don't know. We didn't have social media. We didn't have everybody speaking their mind the way they do. We had a couple we had a couple newspapers, couple news stations, couple radio stations that said it, and we listened, and that's what it was. We didn't know what was going on. Crazy, crazy. Cheryl Riccio from the Ron Onesti organization. Cheryl, hope you're doing well. Wow. Al Pacino has to pay $30,000 a month in child support. Oh, People Magazine, do you imagine that? $30,000 a month he has to pay for child support. Al Pacino, billionaire, millionaire, whatever, and the wife used to living that lifestyle. They're not together no more. It is what it is. And you have to pay for the kids. Child support is very, very important for the children. As long as you're spending it for the children. That's the money. That's the part right there. Child support. It's to take care of kids. It's to take care of the children. That's very, very important. All right. Another thing in Wisconsin. I like this. 373 West Geneva Street in Williams Bay. You can go see the world's tallest glass tree. A tree made of glass. Pretty cool. Witness the star-topping event Sunday, December 17th at 2 o'clock. Very, very cool. Friday, they're open Fridays to 7, Fridays from 4 to 7, Saturdays 12 to 7, and Sundays 12 to 5. World tallest glass tree. Wow. I'd like to see that. I love seeing all those road stops when you go to different places, like the bundle of yarn or whatever it is. Or I love that stuff. Social media, too much infringement and community standard bullshit. I got you, Dennis. Here's a story I love. You know how much I can't stand The View. And you guys know a lot of people were posting that The View was not going to get rescheduled again for ABC for next year. But I guess it ended up being not true. These 4 women are going to be back on the show again next year. 4 of the most miserable women that are in television. And they got the happy names, Joy, Whoopi, and Sunny. And they're miserable. Can't stand them. I don't like it. But their mouth, they get in trouble. And you know what Whoopi Goldberg, because she's the number one person that's always saying something, and they get in trouble for it. Listen to this. Whoopi Goldberg still has not paid Kyle Rittenhouse for their settlement agreement. She lost. Kyle just put a lien on her Beverly Hills mansion for $22 million. Whoopi, you got a big mouth, so pay your debt. You got sued. You lost. You owe the money. It's that simple. Hi, Tony. This is the coach. How are you doing? Just have to ask you. You use your algebra in your life. I saw my algebra teacher putting me in a new I saw my algebra teacher while putting in a new water main and told me I never used algebra. I never used algebra in once in my life. Don, that's a good one. Why are they coming back? I don't know why they're coming back, Emo. These are the 4 miserable women. I have no clue. Barbara Walters got to be going, what the hell happened? And I even liked when Ozzy's wife, Sharon Osbourne, was on. I liked her. And I like Barbara Walters, but but whether you liked Kyle Rittenhouse, whether you like what he did or not with the gun in Kenosha, protecting what he did, hey, he got slammed by the press. He got slammed by a couple people. He won a lot of law. I think he even tried suing the president of the United States. I don't know what happened with that. But pay up your debts, Whoopi. Pay your debts. Oh, now this is great. You see, this is how bad the world is. They can't come up with a lot of good things to talk about. So they have to come up with some stupid stuff. Here, CNN. Barbra Streisand, one of the greatest female singers of our time. Golden voice. Great actress, too, Barbra Streisand. Okay? Wasn't happy on how Siri said her name. You know, when you ask Siri. Wasn't happy how she said Barbra Streisand's name, so she called up Apple's CEO to get it fixed. 2 plus, yeah, right. Unbelievable. I didn't like the way Sherry said her name. And who's got that power? Barbara Streisand has got that power. Absolutely. This is a great quote, folks. Never been afraid to hustle alone, but it only takes one signature to cash a check. Love that one. Love that quote, folks. Well, folks, it is up to the hour. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching the show today. Let's not forget Mama D's Breads, ready for the holidays. Bread loaves. They were big successful in 2020. You know, Mama D, before she passed away, her and my sister Natalie been making these breads and going to craft shows and selling them, and they just selling like hotcakes. But she's got a lot of new flavors. So Mama D's Bread Loaves, banana chocolate chip, banana chocolate chip, banana, pumpkin chocolate chip, lemon, caramel apple, blueberry, apple spice, and the soon to become badass Mama D's limoncello cakes with Tony Toto's limoncello. Should be good. So $10. Interested? Just private message me or my sister Natalie Bosch, and we'll get those breads out to you, man. They're great. I know people love them. $10, and proceeds of that $10 goes to Mama D's favorite animal shelters, because you know how much Mama D loved dogs. Anyway, Ocean's Pit, let us show about big things. I hope you guys are having a great day. Don't forget, this Wednesday, we'll be at Capri, Osteria Capri, in Downers Grove at the DoubleTree Hotel. Thursday, we'll be at Eddie Merlot's in Warrenville, Naperville area with Louis Pipes and Jerry Jams, brand new steakhouse. It's been around. It's the first time I'm playing there. 7 o'clock. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Daryl Amistad. And Saturday, we are at the Rivers Casino for a private event. First happening in this music venue. So very proud and honored to do that. Very, very important. Guys, I hope you have a great day. It's beautiful weather out there. And I want to thank you all for watching. My good friend Carol Brandolino will be joining us tomorrow as full co-host for the whole hour. They have Brandolino Music store in Shorewood. They have sell musical instruments, teaching lessons to kids and adults. So Carol will be telling us some stuff about that, and we'll be having some fun for the full hour with the co-host. I would love that. And then coming up November 15th, my co-host for the hour, Nick Sahages, promoting his brand new CD release party at the Des Theater, at the Arcada Theater. So we're going to have him on. Me and Nick are going to talk for a whole hour, and we love having Nick and Phyllis on, so it's going to be good. All right, let's get to our last sponsor, folks, and the number one sponsor. We're talking about Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norridge Des Plaines, Evergreen Park in Warrenville. Take advantage of the auto key programming at all their stores. They program cut car keys at up to 50% less dealership. Visit their helpful hub to speak to a certified team member and download the Ace Reward app's easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Ace, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. Guys, I want you all to have an incredible day. Go out and support local establishments, live entertainment, buy local and shop local. And remember the great words of Mommy D. We love you, Mama D. Great words of Ringo Starr. Peace and love. Peace and love. We need it in this world more than ever. And I thank you all for watching this show and supporting the Tony Ocean shows and for watching this show. And look, it's live. And I speak from my heart. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes I make mistakes. But thank you for always being there, correcting me, helping me, trying to make the show a little better. And we're working on it, making it better for 2024. That I promise you. Don't forget, Thursday, my lovely wife, Laura Ocean, is back in the house co-hosting. Guys, have a great day. Nick Sahages, the piano man, take us out.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. I'm going to rest my voice today because it's getting raspy. Bye, everybody. You have an incredible day. God bless.